So I was 30 years old and I had absolutely everything that somebody could want. I had a wonderful job I had chance for advancement. I was making some good money. I had just married a wonderful man. We would spend our summer weekends on a boat. It was fantastic. We'd travel. Everything in my life seemed to be incredible. And I felt awful. I felt really, really terrible. I had horrible stomach pains. I was having issues with digestion. I'd having issues with other stuff that I won't get into here, but trust me, it was just awful. And so I tried to find some relief. I went to my gynecologist and they tried to give me this or that pill. It didn't really work. So I went to a urologist, I went to a gastroenterologist, I went to all these different people trying to find relief from this pain, and it just didn't work. So, and finally one of the doctors said, well, maybe we'll give you a hysterectomy. Maybe that will help you. And I went, well, maybe is not a good enough reason to take out body parts. And so I continued my search, and this time I went to a lot of holistic healers. I went to an acupuncturist, I went to a nutritionist, I did some other crazy wacky things, but not really. I mean, for me it was pretty wacky, but herbs and sticking the needles and all that. And I found a little bit of relief, but it wasn't really getting rid of the problem. And they would tell me my chi was high or something, but they wouldn't tell me why it was high. So I happened to be talking to a friend of mine who took all these trips to Peru, which was really kind of her thing and not mine, and she'd tell me these wacky stories of them taking plant medicine and all these ancient Incan culture stuff. And so I'd listen to it because it was pretty kind of interesting, but not my thing. But then one day she's telling me about how this shaman cured a man of cancer. And my ears perked up. I said, if the shaman can do that for cancer, he can certainly do something for me. And so the next thing I figure out is, how do I get there? How do I tell my husband I'm going to go travel 3,000 miles and see a shaman so I hopefully feel better? Luckily, he's a really nice guy, and he let me go. But it was a struggle to get the money and figure out the time and to tell people, hey, I'm going to Peru to see a shaman. It sounded kind of crazy. But I went, and I won't get into the story of what happened in Peru. Is an amazing experience, you know, working with some ancient rituals, with working with plant medicine, seeing the beautiful historic sites like Machu Picchu. And I remember one of the last days there, we were meditating on some rocks in this cavern in Kespiwara, and I just felt so good. I felt at such peace. There was no pain in my body. There was no craziness going on in my head with 20 thoughts and everything. I was just really nice and quiet. And we had to walk out of the cavern up a hill, and I felt like I could fly up the hill. I literally felt 10 years younger, all this energy. I felt incredible. And so my aha moment is not that Peruvian healing is for everyone. My aha moment is how powerful I am, because after 10 days of amazing healing, getting rid of all this pain I experienced, within moments in the Miami airport, it was all back. And that's when I really realized it wasn't something my body was doing. It wasn't something that, you know, I had this disease or I was eating wrong or something else. I was causing this pain in my body. I was causing this stress in my life. I was causing all of this pain to happen to me. And I was powerful enough to turn it on this fast. And then I was determined to find a way to turn it off that fast. So I spent the next couple years on a quest to find a way, because I certainly couldn't go to Peru every other week to feel better. And it didn't work anyways, because in moments I could make myself feel bad. So I had to find something here in the States, something I could do to make myself feel better, to feel great. And since that time, I have found it, and I'm thrilled to be a life coach to teach other people on what it is. And really, it's acceptance, balance, and choice. It's accepting life exactly like how it is, not how you want it to be or expect it to be, but to actually be in the moment and accept life as it is. And then it's balance. I have a tendency to help out so many other people or worried about what other people are thinking or what they need, that I don't take care of myself. So it's really, really important to have that balance in your life, to take care of yourself while taking care of others, to balance between work and play, to balance between sleep and exercise. It's important to have that balance. And then powerfully, the final thing that I learned, so we had acceptance, balance, and the final one is choice. And you do have a choice. You have a choice on how you want to live. You have a choice on what you want to experience. And if what you're experiencing right now is not what you prefer, you have a choice to choose something better or to truly choose to accept the moment that you're in. So that's a little bit about me, Melissa Heisler, life coach. It's been an amazing ride, and I hope to talk to you again soon.